Well, you had good results last week, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Guess you did. Wow. Let's pull them up there.
I couldn't decide what to do, so.
Yeah, I saw I pulled this up.
Yeah.
And your partner had a good day, too.
Yeah, we started off, the first 5 or 6 fish we caught were slot fish, which of course is what we're fishing for, and then they started getting smaller.
Now, where'd y'all start off at in the lake?
We started off in the midsection in a spot that I'd rather not
Okay,
specify.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
You fished the mid, this was the LFA, wasn't
This
it?
was LFAB.
Okay.
We fish anywhere we wanted to, yeah.
Yeah.
And I had fish located down at the dam and up there, and I decided the mid-lake would be, I just thought that would be the best place to start. So who knows what we might have caught bigger fish down at the dam. We would have caught as many.
Yeah.
Anyway, it worked.
Shoot. Yeah, it did good.
We were fishing a ridge. It was 12 feet deep with 15 feet of water, 15, 17 feet of water off each side. And that could have been, that you could find points like that. You could probably find pond dams like that, all sorts of things that had that sort of thing on it. But the key to it, interestingly enough, because I had seen boat after boat after boat fish this place. Charlie and I caught some fish there last Saturday, but everybody went through it and they graphed over it and couldn't find anything. And I graphed over it and I couldn't find anything either, but there were fish there. But we were throwing little 4 and 5 inch finesse worms and centipedes. Do anything any bigger than that, they wouldn't touch it.
They like the small baits.
They wanted the small baits, that's right. And I thought cotton candy was the magic do all, tell all, whatever. Because that's what I caught most of mine on. But I also discovered that a little 5 inch finesse worm and cherry seed worked, and watermelon candy worked, and it was another, but every color right through, as long as that little bitty skinny worm too, not a fat one, little bitty skinny worm, they'd bite it.
So was your partner doing the same thing? He used the same thing?
I finally convinced him.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because he only had 4 fish at 11:30. And I said, Jackie, we're going to leave here in about another 10 minutes.
Yeah. It's Jackie Price.
Yeah, yeah. And I told him, I said, he made a cast. I said, okay, Jackie, that's the last one. Make it count. And about that time, he set the hook on it. So he caught his 5th fish there right at the very end. But yeah.
Well, shoot. Well, there was one guy, Charlie, had 11 fish, but didn't have the poundage that you had.
Those slot fish that we caught right at the beginning made all the difference because I had 3 and Jackie had 2. But they weren't very big. They were 17-inch fish.
And Randy Steele, he had like 13
fish. Randy Steele had a whole sack full, but they were a little bitty.
They weren't big enough to make the difference.
Yeah.
I saw that. I thought, well, that worked out pretty good, didn't it?
Blind hog pounding the neighbor. It still does happen.
Yeah.
This week is hardcore.
Hardcore, yeah. This also it's going to be hot.
Oh, it's going to be hot. Yep, 96 degrees. Yep.
A little bit of wind.
Of course, we'll be off the lake before it gets to 96 degrees. Thank goodness.
So do you know who you're fishing with this week?
Yes, I do. Gary. Well, I'll be darned. Gary. He's a new guy.
Let's see. Gary Gilmore?
Yeah, Gary Gilmore.
Gary Gilmore. Okay.
Yep, we're going to pre-fish Tuesday. So we'll get out there and see what we can find. Of course, starting out, I think we're going to pre-fish. We're going to throw top waters early.
Yeah.
Go into some coves and throw some top waters.
Going back to the same spot where you caught these fish?
No, I can't. Got to fish the opposite side of the lake.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's right. This is hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so which third is this?
It's the from 515 west north. Everything up there.
The west 1/3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The west northwest.
So you can't even fish it.
So we're gonna have to go find something.
Yeah.
And I've got several places over there that are similar structure, and I'll try all them. I may try them Wednesday, and Tuesday we'll try other things. But
yeah. Now you got another tournament this, or was it this weekend or last weekend?
there was a JC Outdoors this week.
This week. So you fishing that?
Nope. No, we
Not gonna fish it.
We did. Was it this weekend or last? Well, I was thinking it was last weekend. JC Outdoors team.
Yeah, that was on the 27th. So yeah, that was this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, July. What is in July? There's not anything the 4th of July weekend, I don't think. No, just one that I've got listed for the state. And then we got JC Outdoors Solo on July the 11th.
That's what, the next weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on that Saturday.
Yeah, that's I'll probably, if I'm still on some fish, I may fish that.
Yeah.
If the fish don't do a late fork on me and move.
Yeah.
One of the places I'm going to try this week is the old Brood Pond up north of the 515 bridge. It's actually north of the 2947 bridge. What is the name of that? Yeah, Johnson Lake. Johnson Lake.
I meant Johnson Lake.
Because that has the right depth. The top of it's the right depth. It drops off into deep water.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get out there and I'm going to fish down the deep side first and come around the timber side of the area that I've always done the best in. And try that. That's probably the best thing. I have caught lots of small fish
On that end?
on this end, yeah. A little shallower, but and of course the road beds, and I don't know about ponds back up in this area. I'm sure there are some, but I'm not familiar with them.
You ever fish down in McGee?
I've gone in there several times.
Yeah.
It's a, some of the guys go in there in the spring and catch a lot of fish. I made a couple of passes through there one spring and did fair, but the thing, it's one of those places that it's a commitment to get in there. You don't go in there and just fish to 10 minutes. That's kind of like going to the back of Birch.
Right.
You go back there to stay a while.
Right.
You just run back there to check one spot.
Yeah.
So, various road beds of 2946 and the old 514. Is that 514? Yeah, that is 514 road.
Which
bed
road?
Up in Birch.
Up in Birch.
Yeah. At
514, yeah.
The old 514 road bed. I've really whacked them on 514 sometimes in May and June.
Yeah.
And it sure would be nice to find them in there. But, they'll be where they're going to be. It's just a matter of figuring out where that is.
Well, lately seems like the open waters have been pretty good to you.
Yeah, the open water. And the open water doesn't get near the pressures. The bank spots, people run the banks. Everybody does that. Mm-hmm. But if you got some spots out in the open water, especially now, and I come back to this now that the timber's all gone and nobody else can find them,
right.
You know where they are, and you got a waypoint marked on your GPS, you can go back there and from now for the next, as long as you're going to be fishing, that spot's going to be good at various times of the year.
So you pre-fishing any this week?
Yeah, fishing with Greg Tuesday, and I fish with myself Wednesday. Unless you want to come up and go.
I might. Okay, that sounds good.
But we're going to give it our best. That's all you can do.
Well, we blew through that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah.